Hey guys, Matt Henderson here. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of 3 cars. Deora 3, Twin Mill Gen E, and Rodger Dodger 2.0. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with Deora 3. Now before we talk about Deora 3, I'm going to show you Deora 2. And no, I do not have a Deora 1. But anyway. So this is Deora 2. It's a very, very good car. It looks very appealing on the eye. Then we have Deora 3. What the frick is this? This car has been very critically panned. Not just by Deora fans. I mean, I'm not really a Deora fan. I mean, I like Deora 2. But Deora 3, this car looks really unfinished. I don't know, like it just looks like there's supposed to be a windshield here. Like this one has a windshield, as you can see, and there's nothing here, so it's kind of weird. Then there's this part here which looks like it should have like something covering it up, kind of like a truck bed or something, but nope. But yeah, it's really weird. Now in this Deora 2, I'm missing the surfboards. Yeah, the Deora 1 and 2, and even the tuned Deora, they had surfboards in the back. This one, they put it like this, and they're both connected together. So, I mean, at least it has surfboards. I mean, it's a little bit more faithful than the Twin Mill Gen E, am I right? But yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, then it has this like weird bike thing. I don't know. It's not a very good looking car at all. The color is okay. The gold and red, eh. It kind of reminds me of Christmas colors. And it's not Christmas yet, so I don't know. Not that good of a car in my opinion. Yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, I do not like Deora 3 at all. Alright, next we're going to talk about Twin Mill Gen E. But before we talk about Gen E, we're going to go ahead and talk about the original Twin Mill. Now, Twin Mill, this is actually my favorite Hot Wheels car ever. It is so good. I just love how it looks. I don't know, I just love this car so much. And whenever I heard this thing was being announced, I was super excited. And then it was shown off. And I made a rant video. I made it on my other channel. It has over 1,000 views. And that video has some mixed reception. But most people in the comments agreed with me that Twin Mill Gen E is trash. This car sucks. And in the video I actually said that I wouldn't buy this car. But I saw it in stores and I was like, you know, if I ever do want to get this car, I might as well get it now. And I got it. Alright, so first off, I'm going to be repeating a lot of things I said in that rant video, so yeah. First off, there are no engines on this car. There are little vent things right there, but there are no actual physical engines on this car. Now, the box actually claims, and I don't have the box with me right now, but the box actually claims the engines are inside. That is lazy. And as a joke, my friend, he derivated his Gen E and proved there were no engines inside. Yeah, we did that as a joke. He's actually going to send that to me. I might show that off in another video. But yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention this. Deora 3, Twin Mill Gen E, and Rodger Dodger 2, they're all electric cars, which means they have like electric motors instead of engines or something like that. I'm not too sure about how that works, but the point is they're not like traditional cars, which is why people think it's which is why defenders of this car think it's fine. But here's what I don't get. So this is an electric car, right? Well, Rodger Dodger 2 has engines. Yes, this has engines. So there's literally no excuse. There's literally no excuse for this not to have engines. Alright, so I've talked a lot about that. I'm going to talk about some other things that I don't like. This car, unlike the original Twin Mill, which has a really nice nose, and even the Twin Mill sequels have noses, this has nothing. Instead, it has, it's not perfectly flat, it has a tiny point there. It also has it on the base, but it's a very pathetic nose. It also has headlights, which the headlights would look okay on any other car, but this car just looks really hideous. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of how the base has the point there. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, so I tested this car in a launcher, and it actually did not work very well at all. And the reason why that is because the back of the car, it actually has like a slant here, which means when it's in the launcher, it gets pushed. It actually pushes it up and it kind of flings it forward, and it doesn't work. What I found hilarious though is that it did work backwards. So so this is forwards, it actually works backwards in the launcher. Yes. Now this is a really big issue in my opinion, because the thing is, Twin Mills, even dating back to the first one, it was intended to be a track car. Now, to be fair, in the Redline days, track cars weren't really a thing, but the way the car was kind of designed was meant for tracks. It has it's very aerodynamic, has a very mean look. It's pretty low to the ground, although it does race a little bit. But you know, it was a good track car for its time. It's not so good now, but and then of course Twin Mill 3, that was of course a track star. It was specifically designed to be a track car. And then even Twin Mill 2, it was included in some Twin Mill 2 was actually included in some track set 5-packs. So that car is kind of a track car too, but that car is not so good, but yeah. So anyway, this car not being a track car is extremely disappointing because, you know, like I was saying, all the other Twin Mills have been treated pretty much as track cars. And to see this car not live up to the legacy of Twin Mill being a track car, that's just really disappointing. Like, really, it just, I don't know, it just makes me upset. You know what is funny though? The 2018 release of Twin Mill actually did say it was a track car, but this doesn't, which is kind of funny because, like I was just talking about, this isn't really a track car anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's interesting. So anyway, I've been talking a lot about this car. I originally wanted to do a video only about this car, but I figured since I had all three of these new cars, I figured why not make a single video. But anyway, there are a lot of other things I don't like. Like, I don't know why there's this, like, gray part sticking out. Makes no sense, because, like, on Twin Mill 2, there's actually a window back here, but this doesn't have anything. By the way, what the heck is this, like, thing right here? Is that supposed to be, like, a gas pump? I think there was something similar on Deora 3, like, there's this thing here. I'm not sure. Twin Mill 3, and I think Twin Mill Hardnose as well, they all had fuel tanks, but they were, like, in the back right here, and they were part of the body. But this just has, like, this thing. I'm not sure if that's what that is, but if that is what it is, then that's kind of weird, because they might as well have made it this thing, if it's going to stick out of the base, or body, like that. There's also no taillights, which Twin Mill 1 had taillights, and a few of the other ones did as well. Twin Mill 3, 100% Twin Mill, etc. But yeah, this car, I could talk even more about this car, but I don't feel like it's worth talking about. Yeah, I really don't like how this front part looks, because it looks weird, because, like, it almost looks like, it kind of looks like it just looks weird how it's angled. Like, this one, it's, like, perfectly straight, and this one, it almost looks like it has room for engines, like you could fit engines in there, but there's just none in there. So, I don't know, it just looks weird. This is a weird car. Oh, by the way, I actually sort of like how the the window looks from up here, but from the side it looks really bad. I don't know, it just looks really, it looks really mean from the top, but from any other angle, it just looks really dumb. And also this area right here on top, so in all the other twin mills, it's perfectly straight on top. But on this one, it's like angled back and it looks really dumb. So yeah, overall, this is a horrible car. This is actually one of my least favorite Hot Wheels cars ever. But yeah. Alright, so now on to the last car I want to talk about. Last cars, I guess, because I'm talking about those as well. Rodger Dodger 2.0. I'm going to just keep calling it Rodger Dodger 2. But anyway, this car is easily the best of all three of those cars I just talked about. It's the best of all three of these, because it actually pays homage to the original in a lot of really cool ways. Now, I don't have an original Rodger Dodger car. This is the one that had the casting change where they changed the engine. But I do have the monster truck, which has the original engine, so I'm gonna be comparing it to this one. But anyway, so on the original Rodger Dodger, it had a super nice looking body with a super good looking engine, awesome headlights, awesome taillights. Overall, just one of the best looking cars Hot Wheels has ever made. So with the sequel, now as opposed to those two, which are essentially sequels, this one was treated as like an upgrade to the original, like they upgraded it. So it actually has the original headlights, which I can't really hold up. But yeah, I'll just do this. If you look, the headlights are very similar on these two. It's pretty cool. This one does have these little circle things. This one kind of had it too, but the taillights are pretty different though. But still not too different. It has a very different engine. Now apparently, with electric cars, they have one engine or one motor per wheel, which is why there's like 4 of these things here. They're kind of connected by this. Again, I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work, if this was like real life. But the engine actually does look pretty good. And as you can see, one of the big differences is the cab. They changed the window. It's like a sunroof now. It's all one piece. And now there's no side windows. Now this is the one thing that I really don't like here. There's no side windows, and it looks really dumb if you really think about it from a practical standpoint. I mean, it looks okay from the top, but from the side it looks dumb. So yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that before. So maybe that's the fuel tank on this one. So I guess they all have fuel tanks. That's interesting. Anyway, what I was saying about it paying homage to the original, so the original Rodger Dodger, it was purple, but there were super rare blue ones. There were only 7 blue ones ever made, which is why this one's blue, because it pays homage to that one. But the original Rodger Dodger had this exact graphic scheme. Well, it looks slightly more cartoony than this one, but it had that same graphic scheme. And they actually put the same graphics on this one too. And the original Rodger Dodger was also the same color, so it pays homage to the original, which is really cool, because these two, if anything, they just trample over the original and just mock it pretty much. This one actually pays homage to the original by keeping a lot of the same features, like the headlights and a lot of the other features. It also keeps this like side thing right here, the vents, keeps those as well. Although, you know, there's no window, so I guess it's kind of ruined by that. Yeah, sides look okay. So overall, this is not a bad car. I'd probably give it maybe an 8 out of 10. I'd probably give the Deora 3 like a 3 out of 10. I give Twin Mill Gen E probably a 0 out of 10. But, I'll give it some credit for the windshield looking okay from the top. So I'll give it a 1 out of 10. Like I said, 8 out of 10. So yeah. So I actually would recommend this for Rodger Dodger fans. Yeah, the back part here looks a bit different as well. So anyway, that's about it for all 3 of these cars. So overall, this is actually a pretty fun video to make. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Deora 3, Gen E, and Rodger Dodger 2. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye.